What's going on, people? Myke C Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little rambling. Real quick, my boy Tommy, who I've known for fucking shit, I don't even know, like 15 years or something crazy. He has an extra, goddamn, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's storming like a motherfucker in Georgia. Tornadoes and shit. Yeah, but hopefully my ceiling doesn't fucking fall in again. Anyways, my boy Tommy, he has an extra copy of Black Silice's Banished in Time. If any of you guys need a copy of it, he's willing to sell it or trade it. He's a very trustworthy guy. I've known him for a very, very long time. He's not going to fuck you over. He listens to all kinds of shit, so I'm going to put his email address in the description section down there. Shoot him an email, let him know what you have to offer, and work something out, and then thank me later. I was supposed to do a new What Do You Want to Know video today, but honestly, I just didn't feel like it. The question that I'm going to answer is fucking nuts, and I just wasn't in the mood for that kind of intensity, but trust me, when you guys see this shit, it's going to blow your mind, bruh. Alright, so yeah, let's get into some records. First record I'm going to show you, this is Arckanum with Fran, Marder. This is actually one of the earliest black metal bands that I got into back when you just buy some shit because there weren't that many black metal bands around and the cover just looked neat. But this is great black metal from Sweden. This is their debut album. They did get a little meh towards the later years, but this stuff is class. It's definitely a bootleg because the original is like, it's hard to find at a good price in good condition, so I'm okay with it being a boot because it actually sounds really fucking good. So yeah, I assume most of you guys have heard this album. If you haven't, and you like black metal, especially like older second wave black metal, I feel like you would really dig this. So if you can find a good copy of this on record or CD, make sure you buy it. The next record I'm going to show you is a real treat. I'm really, really excited to have this. This is Coil's Astral Disaster. I got into Coil, luckily for me, before all of that shit was completely out of print, so I got a large majority of their music. Most of it on CD. I don't have a lot of it on vinyl. I never actually got a copy of Astral Disaster on CD or vinyl, so this is cool. The original was limited to 99 copies, and this was reprinted to look exactly like the original. I don't know what this is limited to. Might not be limited at all. I really don't remember. But yeah, this is the front cover. There's really nothing on the back. Printed insert here. Yeah, I believe the original had actual signatures from John Balance and Pierre Christopherson, but this is just obviously a replica, and it's on this nice translucent kind of yellow vinyl. I read the theme of this album was man's kind of pollution of the Earth's seas, and that it was actually recorded below water level, which is really cool when you listen to it now because it adds a new element to it. It's like, it sounds like you're floating into another dimension, but at the same time, you could also listen to this and think that it feels like you could be drowning underwater. So yeah, this is an amazing, amazing album if you like kind of ambient industrial or soundscapey type of thing. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Coil, Zos Kia Transparent. This is some really creepy shit, man. Kind of experimental techno-ish stuff with some kind of sound collage things thrown in there, with some abrasive noise thrown in there. Just, it's Coil doing what Coil does best, just being fucking weird, man. Zos Kia, it was kind of a side group of Coil, from what I understand. I don't have any of that material. I need to pick it up. I think they only had one full length, but this stuff here is kind of a mixture of live and recorded studio collaborations. Really, really, really cool stuff. Comes on this nice white vinyl, and it came with this really cool book here, man. Information about the project, some really cool pictures of Zos Kia and Coil. So yeah, I don't know what this is limited to either, but if you can still get a copy of this, I highly suggest it. This is great for like a super rainy day, or when you're not in the mood for something that's really loud and abrasive, and it's just really dark and creepy and meditative. So yeah, pick it up. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Kult Ofenzivy with Symfonie Oceli. I assume that's how you pronounce that, but I'm really stoked to have this. I got this from the guy that runs Fallen Empire. He was selling off some of his personal collection, and I think I kind of had to coax him into getting rid of this one. But from what he says, and I trust him, this is a first press of this album, limited to 100 copies. And if you haven't heard Kult Ofenzivy, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is some great black metal from the Czech Republic. Seriously and criminally underrated, in my opinion. I don't get why more people aren't completely obsessed with this shit. Like, it's fast, it's raw, it's hateful sounding, and the vocals are just perfect, man. They sound like a more throaty version of Attila from the De Mysterious era. But yeah, front cover, back cover, nice printed insert here. Record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that. But I'm stoked, man. This is in pristine condition. So I'm really, really happy to have this. You can still get copies of this album. They're not super expensive, but if you haven't heard this group, I really, really think that if you like black metal, you need to go check these guys out, because I don't get why people don't fucking love this shit. I haven't seen anyone outside of me talk about them on YouTube, which is just fucking bizarre, man. I used to show 7 inches on my channel, but there were like a few people that would leave these snarky bitch boy comments about how they didn't like seeing 7 inches, and I don't fucking care. I'm gonna show them because I fucking want to show them. If you don't like them, you're more than welcome to cut the video off now. But yeah, this is Cold Cave with Rebellion is Over, and what this is a really cool 3-way split between Cold Cave, Genesis Peorage of Throbbing Gristle, Psychic TV, and Black Rain. I'm not familiar with Black Rain, but I am familiar, obviously, with Genesis Peorage and Cold Cave. But this is some great, great, dark, minimal wave stuff. I believe this was limited to 1,000 copies. It's on black, don't need to show you that. But I don't know if you can still get this or not. But if you can, I highly suggest it. And the last record I'm going to show you, this is Cold Cave with The Idea of Love and Rue the Day. This was a picture disc that came out that was limited to 500 copies, and I grabbed this the second I saw it go up for sale. This is more in the Cremations vein. If you're a Cold Cave fan, you know what I'm talking about, which has kind of been a lot of what they've been doing with their later stuff. But this is great, really cold dark wave, and that's seriously one of the coolest covers I've ever seen on a 7-inch. That should have been a full LP cover, because it's tight. Nuns with tits. Can't beat that. Well, all nuns have tits, but not all nuns just leave their tits out for show. For show? And while I'm talking about Cold Cave, I'm going to throw this in there too. This is the newest book from Wes Isol. This is Thieves of Youth. I haven't read this yet, but I'm a big fan of all of Wes Isol stuff. It's mostly kind of esoteric poetry, which I really, really enjoy. And the good homie, Josh Armijo, he actually helped me out with getting a copy of this. I'd seen Cold Cave and Drab Majesty a while ago, but I didn't know that they were selling this book until after I left. Luckily, Josh said he was going to go see them live, and I was able to hit him up and ask him if he'd pick me up a copy of this, and he was ever so gracious enough to do that. And he gave me this awesome handwritten note, which will forever reside inside of this book. I keep everybody's handwritten notes when they mail me stuff. I'm just a fucking nerd like that. But yeah, really cool stuff. I'll give you one quick reading. I Am a Dancer, this one's called. For Shadows, Confusion, Eliminate Sadness, My Heart Beats, a dated song. I'll give you another one. Dear God in heaven above, reach down and touch my head. My halo is slipping deeper to the curse. Beyond the sunrise gates, I drank too much and now I'm afraid to see you again. Something has come between us and it is me. This shit is fucking great. So thank you, Josh. You're the fucking man. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. This edition Records and Ramblings. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for the next What Do You Want to Know? It's going to be a roller coaster. And as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. Please don't die, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches! is. Real quick, for the people that keep asking me about why I started saying please don't die, I started saying that to all of my friends after all those deaths started happening last year. And then somebody hit me to the fact that Fantano had started saying it, of course, before me. I must have missed those videos, but yeah, it wasn't a blatant copy. At any rate, I am 99% sure that Fantano does not give half a fuck that I say this at the end of my videos. So, guys, stop with the trying to start drama stuff. It's really fucking corny. Alright? But I still don't want you to die. Okay? Alright. Bye.